Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Raul, and in this tutorial I will show you how to draw skin, hand and background. For this tutorial I have already my supplier ready, and I'm using Faber-Castell Open 5 lid with 4B grade, HB grade from Faber-Castell 9000, also 8B grade. I will using blending stump for blending and also dry brush, harder one. Also we will use two types of eraser, which are Perfection from Faber-Castell and Tombow Mono Zero eraser. And as you can see, I have dotting tool to correction the hair when I draw background. Also don't forget about the brush for cleaning, and as you can see we have toilet paper for shading. For this I selected HB grade and with shading very soft, following the reference photo to find the shapes and also the shadows. You will see we will using again 8B grade to make shadows, and today I will show you guys till the end of the tutorial how to draw dark black background using a few suppliers without breaking the paper. I'm using Canson Bristol paper, A3 size, 250 GCM, very smooth and pure white. If you want to work with my supplier, you can find them on YouTube, link in description, and you will go on Amazon where you can buy them. As you can see, slowly the first step is to make the correct shapes and shadows to know where to go with the pencil after that. Also today we will work in layers, and I will show you today how to use eraser to draw pores or necessary details from them. But let's draw the first step, which is shadowing and shape of the hand. Big thank to everyone who's supporting my art and also for sharing my work. This will be the last tutorial of Marilyn Monroe portrait. We will finish with this tutorial. Hope you like it and hope you can learn something till now. And now you can start your portrait because you have something new learned from me and a few of my tips. Here in this side I'm not shading because it will be very dark. Just follow my steps, and also following the reference photo we will finish this portrait. Also big thanks for beautiful comments on my work, guys. And if you want to learn something and if you don't know how to draw, just let me know and we can build tutorials to learn to draw realistic. As you can see, I have some highlights to the end of the hand, of the fingers, and we don't draw there because if you remember where the highlights are, we don't drawing. We let the paper blank so we can erase and make the perfect shape with eraser. As I told you, for the first step I'm using HB grade, and we shadowing soft. Following the reference photo, we build the shadows on the hand. It will be shadowing through the bones, through the fingers, and you will see again we will work with a lot of details because we learn to draw realistic. In this tutorial also it will be some details to draw. As you can see, I'm using more techniques for shadowing. If you like, you can go with circle or lines for the beginning. This is not really important, but I'm always going with more tips to shade for preparing the drawing. Stay with me and follow my steps so you can learn how to draw realistic hand skin and you can upgrade your drawing skill. Always when you draw hand, build the perfect shapes, necessary details before to start to drawing with higher grades. It will be more easy to put all details. I'm on HB grade for the first layer, and you will see later we will changing with 8B grade or even mechanical pencil for details. But as I told you before, we need to find the shadows to draw realistic hand. I will come in with 8B grade, only this part because I need to see the way of the hand, and because it's very dark this side I will draw quick. As you can see, I'm going in layers to not break the paper. Also you will see when we draw background we will work in layers because we need to do dark black background and we are not happy if we broke the paper. As I told you, I finish it quick this part, find the perfect shape of the hand. Always check the reference photo, guys, when you're drawing and try to go close as you can. I will let like this for a while, and I'm keep going with shadows using HB grade. Okay, now we're using toilet paper, and we shade soft to smoothing the paper and soften the shadows. This is first step when we start to draw realistic hand, and you will see till the end will be a lot of details and also shadows. Don't need to press with toilet paper, and the first step is done. Now we can keep going with all necessary details. For the second layer I'm coming with 8B grade, so I can see the shadows better, and I'm using small circles, and if it's necessary lines, following the reference photo, building the shape of the hand. Now we're looking, guys, to make the way of the shadows. We have a lot of shadows through the fingers. Now I can line to make the outline of the hand, because it will be black background. As I told you guys, I'm always draw the outline very soft, so I can work later and rebuild if it's necessary. As I told you guys, I'm always work in layers. In this case, you won't break the paper. There's a lot of way to draw, even with charcoal pencils, charcoal powder, for shading, for smoothing. But I show you my way in these tutorials, so if you like my way to draw, you can learn and start to draw. As you can see to the end of the finger, I have highlights, so I respect this. Now go in there. If you learn my technique to draw with circles for shading, you will see, you will start to learn, and you will work easy everything you draw, because it will give you chance to draw easy in every side, and you can make the shape of your drawing easy and perfectly. I will need to coming darker, but this is only the second layer, and you will see very soft blending when we start to blend with blending stone, and the hand become realistic with each step we made, and I can draw dark as I can with each step. Try to respect always the reference photo to see how far you can go and how close you can draw with your reference photo. As I told you guys, it will be full of shadow all around of the portrait, so we will draw dark background. As you can see, I'm going with shadows and also with outlines. Once I have the shadows and the shape, I can go with outlines as well. Now I'm using short lines, imitate the skin, and because it's about the shadows, I'm staying on 8B grade, but as you can see, I'm shading very soft. Remember, keep your pencil sharp for your work always, and if you rotate the pencil slowly as I do, you will keep longer life for sharpening your pencil. As you can see, slowly we get a shape. On the top of the finger, because the highlight is coming from this side, I will shade softer, and on the bottom, as you can see, pressing on the pencil, because it will be a little bit darker. And when I'm happy with the shape of the hand, I can come in with harder outline, because it will be the dress inside of it. And also we need to draw dark, and for this I'm using small circles, and slowly I try to cover the paper. As you can see, I'm working only 2 or 3 layers here, and I need more darker. I'm coming with another layer. Now I'm smoothing with dry brush to see how dark I can go, and if I'm happy with the color, I can go further. As you can see, the dark side through the fingers is the same with the dress, so I respected also the shadows and the part from the dress. And as you can see, I need to draw the shape of the bones, and because I have nail, I need to draw soft way for the nail. Remember, we just draw the outline first. I draw soft so I can erase if I need to erase. And I'm back on 8B grade. Keep going with the shadows. Again, we need to draw part from the dress, from the sleeve, and I repeat the same procedure I did here, using 8B grade. And I'm coming with another layer to getting darker. If you work with 8B grade, after second layer you can brush with dry brush, you can blend, and you will see how dark you can go, depend how dark you want to draw. And I'm coming with dry brush and very soft through the fingers. I see the second layer is enough. And now we're moving further, we're staying on the same pencil, and slowly we're coming with shadows. As you can see, I'm going still on circles, and slowly from the outline we're coming inside with small circles following the reference photo. So guys, don't press with the pencil from the beginning, just go soft till you're happy with the shape made. That's my way to draw, and I'll teach you so you can improve your art drawing. As you can see, we have a lot of shadows to make, but slowly we're going close with the reference photo with each step we make, making the perfect shape of the hand. Nothing happen if you use 8B grade on this part. Just follow my steps and shade light and soft. Where is darker shadow, just coming with one more layer. Add a bit pressure on your pencil, as I do, and keep going with the circle, still are happy with the shape. Her hand is in the shadow, so that's why we need to put more details as other portrait has. And if we are happy with the second layer, now we will using blending stump for this part, because with blending stump we will smoothing the paper, soft texture of the skin. I love to draw and I like to share my experience with everyone. Why not to become professional now? Following my videos, subscribe on my channel and you will see more interesting videos coming. As you can see, I'm going slowly step by step, guys, and adding necessary shadows and details. We're going to make a realistic hand as in reference photo we have. And if you have any question about realistic drawing, just let me know in graphite pencil by Raul, and I'm here to help you. As you can see, if I'm using this technique by circles, I can go everywhere slowly to make the perfect shape of the hand. So stay with me and don't forget, let's draw together to see how far we can go. And when I finish with the second layer of shading, I will show you how to blend with blending stump to build gradients where we need gradients. If you work with gradients, your portraits will be realistic. I will show you guys with each step we make. We're going close with the reference photo. Even this portrait is very hard to draw. Following the reference photo we have big chance to make the same or even closer. As you can see, we try to go in with all details, and I have a lot of shadows, but before I'm taking step by step to make inside shadows to make the perfect shape and bones, and I will show you later how to put these pores and how to use eraser to make them. Now we are on shadowing inside of the hand. If you have good eye visual, guys, you can put all necessary shadows following the reference photo. And now I will come in with blending stump. And because I have a bigger size to blend, I will select the higher number. So we're not working with number 2, we're working with number 4, 5, depends how big is your portrait. And I have blending stump. Always, as I told you, from dark to light. So we're using small circles from the beginning. And we're learning to smoothing the paper. And as you can see, slowly we build smooth skin texture, preparing for eraser and mechanical pencil for details. Very soft, guys, as you can see, following the reference photo. And by circles, I try to combine to build some gradients, and this helped me for details. When you build the gradients, guys, when you start to blend, keep the blending stump a little bit on the dark side. Just hold it a little bit, and after that you can move to combine the gradients with white paper or even with HB grade made before. From dark to light, very soft by circles, adding from the dark to light. We repeat the procedure for all fingers, prepare the skin for details. And as I told you guys, this was a second layer for pencil, for 8B grade if you remember, but I need to come in darker and we need more layers. Now we're mixing the grades on the finger. As you can see, my way to blend, coming on the graphite, shade on the finger, and by circles and lines I'm adding out on white paper, mixing the grades and prepare the skin for details. Of course, follow the reference photo when you blend and be careful for the necessary highlights. And very important, try to blend how was the way for drawing. If you draw and shade circles, try to blend circles. If you draw lines, as I do now, try to blend lines. That's the way for easiest work. As you can see, the hand changing and becomes smooth with each step we made. Still not happy with the blend because I need darker in some parts, so I will come back to 8B grade to adding dark tone. But important is to build the perfect shape of the hand. As you can see, that's my way to blend, adding graphite pencil from dark to light, trying to mixing together, creating the perfect soft skin. Now I will change a little bit blending stump because I need to work in a small parts, so I can't blend with this, it's too big for this, and I'm come back on number 2. And these small lines, I'm helping with small numbers, but it's about the same work, blending the skin. Only for small parts, guys. Now I'm come back for the higher number. That's my way to create shadow when I draw hands. I need to have a shape and shadows first to adding the details. Try to learn how to use blending stump to create perfect skin. As you can see, I'm always working soft. I'm coming with one more layer, just follow my steps to see how to adding dark shadows to making the hand realistic. Where I have dark shadow, I'm coming with 8B grade, and by circles I'm using the same technique till I'm happy with the grade. Stay with me and learn how to add dark shadows. See guys, I used more types of shading and blending because I try to imitate the realistic skin. But now, because I'm happy with the darkest tone on the hand, I'm starting, and slowly I will build the details, and I will show you how I build the details. But before this, I'm using toilet paper and smoothing and softening the paper. So when I come in with eraser and mechanical pencil for details, my hand skin, it will looking realistic. I have toilet paper and very soft by small circles I'm smoothing, and as you can see, and as I told you guys, always remember work with clean tissue, so if it's very dirty just change the other side. Now this toilet paper helping me to mix together the gradients and also soften my paper. Why I'm doing this? Helping me to work easy with details when I'm coming with eraser, and my way to draw details is lining and dotting with eraser. For details I'm using eraser and mechanical pencil. As you can see, blending stump helped me to build texture for the skin. Following the reference photo, I did close as I can. As you can see, I use 3 types of shadowing: lines, small dotting, okay, and circles with a big blending stump, so I can get and achieve this shadowing and shape of the hand. Let's see how we can build some details. I have Tombow Mono Zero eraser, Faber-Castell Perfection, and also I will use mechanical pencil, and of course we will use blending stump. I'm coming with eraser, and the first eraser it will be Tombow Mono Zero, and lining following the reference photo, everything for highlights. And also I used this technique for Dwayne Johnson portrait when I draw the neck. Remember guys, sharp very well your eraser, as is mine eraser as well, and this help us to draw necessary lines to starting to build realistic skin texture. As you can see, I'm erase very light so I can build the skin, and you will see I will come in also with the pores and if it's necessary freckles on the skin. How to draw realistic, that we're learning. Something important guys and good to know, if I didn't shade before, I couldn't do this small highlighting and details. That's why I shade and I make this so I can put the necessary details for realistic looking. And you will see I will use different type of erase by dotting when we build the pores of the skin. Of course, when I'm happy with lining, making the skin more realistic. But we're not dotting now because we need to still work with Tombow Mono Zero. While we're working with this, we can sharp very easy this eraser, and it will help for all lines or necessary details. Also with this eraser, I will highlighting the fingers because it's very sharp and I can highlight them easy. Because I have highlights at the end of the fingers, we need to respect this. Remember, if you have graphite pencil on your eraser clean, on a clean paper, or you can use cutter or knife to sharp again. Now the lines are done and we're starting to build the pores through the lines to make the skin more realistic. And of course, if I need to shadow it more, I can come back with 8B grade as well. The second step after erasing, we will using mechanical pencil and also blending stump, making the details realistic. But remember, if the highlights incoming from the right, we need to put the lines on the left after the highlights. But as you can see, I'm using soft lining, shadowing and dotting as well. Actually, I try to imitate the realistic skin as in reference photo is. Hope you understand my way to draw, guys. Hope you can learn quick because I do my best to teaching you all steps to become professional artist. Now I'm coming with blending stump and I blend, but remember, clean your blending stump before to do this. And look what's happened with the lines and details made by graphite, by mechanical pencil. They're changing and become softer and the skin looking more realistic. Remember, we're blending only the graphite made by mechanical pencil. Try to not cover with blending stump the highlights made by Tombow. If you cover just a little bit, it is not a problem, but not at all. And now the skin become realistic and our portrait more interesting. As you can see, my technique here is dotting and blending all lines. Of course, don't forget to follow the reference photo for any details you need to draw. My next step is using Faber-Castell Perfection eraser, or as I told you, you can use Tombow Mono Zero eraser because we start to dotting and build this, the realistic pores for the skin. As you can see, I changed a lot my drawing hand from the beginning till now. We have actually different hand and detailed. Starting from the left, checking the reference photo, I will dotting very soft, trying to imitate the realistic skin. Follow my steps to see how to dotting and where. Of course, we're dotting only where the highlights are. Stay with me and see my steps. Happy with the highlights, I'm coming with more shadows. Following the reference photo, I need to bring the dark shadows. Stay with me how to put the dark shadows. Details of the hand, I'm coming with soft tissue, and because it's not very old person, we need to cover and smooth very soft the skin. As you can see, it's very shiny and we don't need a shiny skin. And follow my steps as I do to soften the hand skin. Don't worry about the details, they are still visible. We're just smoothing and soft the skin. And I will show you how many details I respected following the reference photo. Before was like a bronze hand and now with soft tissue we change this. And also you can use soft brush, something like this if you have. And now I'm very happy with this hand. We done the hand and we go further and learn how to draw dark black background. That's why we're using so many suppliers to work realistic. Combine more suppliers, we can make beautiful portraits. So when you're drawing, stay on your portrait till you're happy. Don't rush your work and add as much details as you can. Now I will show you how I start the hand and how we get the result. Compare with this hand, I go close as I can. I respected the shadows, even pores, and if you see the lines from the skin. And actually we don't need reference photo, only when we draw background near to the hair, because today we will use dotting tool to making realistic hair with background together. Hope you like my tips to draw hand, and if you like it, you can use in your artwork, adding more details, making more interesting portraits. As you can see, with eraser we can make realistic details, pores, highlights, everything. And now we're going to learn how to draw dark black background. Stay with me and you have a chance to learn how to make background without broke the paper. How I draw background, guys. If it's about a dark and black background, I'm using only one grade from my set, and I'm using Faber-Castell, and it will be 8B grade. For background we need only hard brush, and I will use in this portrait dotting tool, and I will show you why I'm using this. Because we have to draw hair and we make the hair looking realistic into the background. Also, to draw a background we work in layers, and as you can see I have already blank paper. Always when you draw a background, take a blank paper, and the first layer is just long lines. Make sure the paper is clean, because this background we need to transform in dark black background. So this tutorial is about how to draw realistic hand skin and how to draw dark black background. The portrait looks much better with the background. Remember the position of the pencil, as I do. Can be more easy if it's a gray or white background, lighter, but because it's dark black, we need to make more layers, and of course we're respecting the details from the hair into the background, and I will show you step by step how you can draw realistic dark black background. As you can see, the first layer is very easy. Just line up, try to go close with the hair, but not get into the hair, because it will get there when we draw the details from the hair. Now I draw just a part of my picture, and I can start with the second layer in the same way, but I try to cross over so I can get in darker. What's happen if I keep going with this type of shading? Nothing happen, and never I will get this type of background. I need to go in like this or even closer. So after I have 3 layers with 8B grade, I start with 4th layer, and 4th layer it will be different. We change the position of the pencil. We're not working like this now, we keep like a normal, and starting from the corner we draw small circles. I try to go in squares, not more than 1 centimeter or 2, and this type of shading helping me to get paper darker. As you can see, I started already the second layer, and from now we're using only 8B grade and dry brush. When we get near to the hair, I'll show you how I'm working using dotting tool for effects on the hair into the background. Always sharp your pencil so you can draw dark background, and never press with the pencil on your paper, because you don't want to break the paper. You won't be happy with this. Come back one more layer with the same position of the pencil, and just a bit pressure on the pencil and changing the color of the graphite on my paper. And when I see it's close with the reference photo, I start to blend with dry brush to see what's happened, and I'm taking this brush and I will start to blend. You can blend long line circles, doesn't matter. I'm using lines to see how dark I can go. I told you guys I'm using dotting tool, and I draw soft the details of the hair who's coming into the background. When I'm coming with the background, you will see it's like a messy hair, and the portrait looking realistic with those details. As you can see, we have some messy hair here, and also all of the round of the hair. We're drawing this for our portrait to looking realistic. And I'm keep going with this. Remember the way of the pencil, circle. And when I draw background, I'm always taking 1 centimeter square, and I'm taking each part step by step. As you can see, I already did, so I can go all of them in dark background. And I just want to show you what's happened with dotting tool work when I coming with second, third and fourth layer. And also we need to draw this technique all of the round of the head. Now as you can see, I'm coming with pencil over, and our messy hair come out, give us realistic hair. Stay with me till the end to see the technique of realistic background, leaving the hair effect visible. And don't forget about the details with each step you make. If you need messy hair, just use dotting tool to make messy hair for realistic looking. As you can see now, even the background is very dark, the messy hair is still visible. And this will make our portrait realistic. Hope you can learn my technique and hope you like my tutorials, guys. Stay with me to see how to put realistic details on the portrait. Also guys, for how to draw realistic hair, you can find on YouTube as well full tutorial how to draw realistic hair, and also you can find dotting tool presented in that tutorial. As you can see guys, I'm not rushing my work, I'm doing everything step by step till I'm happy with the color of the background, and with each step we make, the background becomes darker and darker. Now you know the secrets of my realistic portraits and how I draw the details and how I build each step by step. Even if I'm coming with dry brush, nothing happens with the messy hair after we blend, and if I need darker I can come in one layer using AB grade. This portrait is made only with graphite pencil. There's more way to draw background. You can use charcoal powder, charcoal pencils, but my favorite is only graphite. When I started to learn to draw with graphite pencil, I was very happy because I can do anything and I can make any portraits only with graphite, even if it's about the dark coloring. And as you can see, messy hair is still visible and still realistic looking. And if the hair is in the shadow, I can bring with dry brush over. Or if I need to work with eraser, I can highlighting with eraser as well. Stay with me till the end and follow all my steps. And I'm coming with eraser, make this messy hair visible for realistic looking. As you can see, we can put a lot of details and we can upgrade our guys, you will see I can go that dark as I'm looking for. So always before to draw, if you have to draw hair and background as well, check for messy hair using dotting tool before to draw background. And as you can see, I'm going 3-4 layers using only 8B grade. Once I shade this part near to the hair made by dotting tool is still visible, and this helped me to make realistic hair for our portrait. So first layer is soft and light with a pencil, and from second layer add a bit pressure on your pencil and following the reference photo, repeat the same procedure, working in layers till you gain the same background. Now you know how to draw leather jacket or everything you need to draw in black. It's not necessary to use HB grade B, 2B for making dark background because it's wasting time. Start with 8B grade or the last grade in your set and repeat in layers, same procedure, and you will see and you will be very happy with this because you can work faster, easy and without breaking your paper. And now I'm coming with dry brush, and as you can see when I blend the paper, I'm going close with a dark black background, even with the messy hair visible on my portrait. Stay with me and follow my steps till the end. And always guys, before to finishing a piece, I'm coming with double check, and I will use a few supplier for the final touch, following the reference photo from the top of the page to the bottom, starting with eyes. And I'm looking now more for highlights. I'm using electric eraser. This helped me to highlighting the shining from the height. The lips are okay, so I can go further. Now I have to shine the earrings. So following the reference photo, I'm checking where I need to use jelly roll and electric eraser. I recommend this electric eraser, is very easy to use and you can erase over the dark coloring of your pencils. As you can see, I'm always checking for final touch. So if you like to learn to draw like a professional, follow my steps. Now earring is better. I'm coming with the other side of the ear that I call realistic portrait, working with a lot of details, respecting the reference photo and helping by my suppliers, we can build a masterpiece. Now for a while I will use jelly roll. And this helping me to highlighting the eyes. How I work with? Just dotting. And following the reference photo, I just dot where I need to highlighting, as I use in all my portraits. As you can see, shiny, watery eyes. I think I will let the lip like this. I'm just dotting the earrings, made them shiny as well. Now also guys, you know how to draw black dark background. Take your time when you draw and work in layers, as you've seen in my tutorial. As you can see, the details come out and slowly we build a realistic portrait. Work clean, work smart, and you become professional artist. Now I'm coming with final touch. I'm always do this to make sure everything is okay. And when I'm happy with this, I can finish my piece. That's my way to draw guys. I'm Raul. Thank you very much for watching my tutorials. Start to upgrade your skill now, following my videos on YouTube. I'm admin on Graphite Pencil by Raul, Raul_UK08. I'm on Instagram. And if you like my art and if you want to try to draw, tag on Pinterest as Raul Art. Now I'm happy with this piece. Don't forget for the final touch when you finish the portrait to close the drawing. Thank you very much guys. See you, take care and stay safe. Bye bye.